What if I tell you that every single thing we do with our hair, with the intention of our hair growing long, is actually for length retention, not actually hair growth? All the products we use, handling with care, using leave-ins, deep conditioners, protein treatment, all is actually for length retention, not for hair growth. Why am I saying this? Your body has naturally been programmed to grow your hair. That's why hair grows out of your skin. Like, out of my skin. Out of my skin. Okay? So, whether you like it or not, hair is meant to grow. But then, one thing that makes person A that takes good care of their hair different from person B is that person A knows how to prevent breakage. Person A knows the functions of her products. Person A knows how to properly handle her hair. But person B doesn't know that. Person B doesn't even know the right things to use for her hair. So person A ends up having longer hair than person B. Doesn't mean person B cannot grow longer hair. It's just the lack of knowledge, okay? So when it comes to hair growth, we all have hair growth rates. Hair growth rates simply means the speed at which your body naturally grows hair. Everybody has a hair growth rate. Just that due to genetics, this is where genetics plays a role now. Due to genetics, some people's hair grows slightly faster than others. Unfortunately, mine doesn't grow fast, but that still did not stop me from retaining length. There's a difference. Retaining length, meaning it didn't stop me from preventing breakage so that the hair that grows slowly basically can get longer. That is what it means, you understand? So, it doesn't really matter whether your hair grows at 0.2 inches, 0.3 inches, or even 0.5 inches a month. You can still retain length. Length retention is the main thing. And then another place where genetics plays a role is the length of your anagen phase. You can't know the length of your anagen phase if you don't take care of your hair. It's not possible for you to know that, okay? And the length of your anagen phase just simply means the time frame that one follicle would grow hair, and then that hair would fall out when it has basically expired. Let me put it that way. Of course, when I say it has expired, I simply mean when the growth cycle of that follicle wants to reset, like when that hair has grown to its maximum length and then it falls out and a new strand starts to grow in its place. Of course, when that happens, that's when you see shedding, okay? That's why when we talk about shedding, we say you need to see like a white bulb at the end of the hair, basically the part that came out of your follicle, okay? Now, some people have an anagen phase of 5 years. Some people have an anagen phase of up to even 7 years, some even up to 10 years. That's why some people's hair cannot go beyond waist length. Some people's hair cannot go beyond bra strap length. Some people's hair cannot go beyond tailbone length. And that is why some people can grow their hair down to their ankles. It just has to do with your anagen phase. So that is where genetics plays a role. Okay? I just feel like normally, when you talk about long hair can even be bra strap length. You understand? It doesn't mean your hair is not long. It's long. Just that maybe what you are considering to be long hair is hair that is sweeping the floor. But even if you have hair that is sweeping the floor, can you take good care of it? Huh? Can you? Even the one on your head now, you're not even taking care of it. So how will you take care of hair that is as long as the floor? You can't. So now, for you to actually know your anagen phase or the length of your anagen phase, you need to know how to take good care of your hair. Because for every new year that comes by, you actually attain new length. And at the end of the year, or let me say at the end of, well, I'll not say at the end of your hair care journey because, well, most of us will not have an end basically. But at the end of what is considered growing your hair for a specific period of time, you are able to know the longest your hair can get to. Of course, you can't just know that from the onset. You need to take good care of your hair for a specific period of time to know if your hair has the potential of going beyond armpit length and then going beyond bra strap length and then going beyond waist length and then going beyond tailbone length. It's years, okay? Years. So first of all, you need to start preventing breakage. Don't even come and tell me my hair is not growing. It's not right. Like, that statement is not correct. And then when it comes to hair growth, things that can make it difficult for your body to grow hair. Number 1, restrictive diet. Number 2, deficiencies. If you have specific deficiencies, it can cause your body to find it difficult to grow hair. Number 3, excessive stress or stress basically. It can even cause your hair to fall out. PCOS, hormonal imbalance, can also affect your hair. So Only when you know you have such problems that are already affecting your hair, that's when if you say, okay, my hair is not growing, I will accept that, okay, this might be the cause of your hair not growing. But then as long as, in short, you might even have PCOS and still have hair. So don't, don't even just assume, okay? Don't assume, okay? But then as long as you have hair on your head, it doesn't matter if it's short, it simply means your hair is growing. Because if your hair is not growing, you will go bald. Yes. Why or how? Once that hair follicle gets to the end of its anagen phase, it will fall out of that follicle and new hair will not grow in its place. But then the fact that you have hair on your head simply means new hair keeps growing. Doesn't matter if it's short. Your problem is coming from breakage, okay? Not that your hair is not growing. So I just hope this little talk I've given you, even though it's 6 minutes long, has helped. You know that you need specific things for specific things, okay? You need to start taking care of your hair the right way. You need to use the right product for you to be able to retain length. And when we talk about products that help to maintain your hair, help with breakage prevention, help to strengthen your hair, those are the products you need. Number one, everybody needs a shampoo and a conditioner. So when you come to the conditioner, it can be a rinse out or a deep conditioner. That's because for every time you wash your hair, you need to replace the moisture back into your hair, okay? For every time you wash your hair, when you want to detangle wet hair, you need to make sure you're detangling wet hair with a product that has slip so that you can minimize breakage. Everything we do when it comes to hair care has to do with things that minimize breakage. That should be your goal. Try to prevent breakage as much as you can. That's one thing that will take your hair from point A to point B. Another product that you need to have among your hair care products is a protein treatment mask. Our hair as human beings is made up of keratin protein, and that protein is responsible for the natural strength our hair has. But of course, we do a lot of things with our hair, so we lose protein over time. What you're meant to do is to strengthen your hair from time to time with a protein treatment mask. You can't just be carrying weak hair around and expecting not to break. You can't. Another product you need is a leave-in conditioner. Your leave-in conditioner is basically your moisturizer. It's what makes your hair flexible. Yes, you need flexibility, okay? You can't be combing dry hair and expect your dry hair not to break. You can't. Okay, and then of course, if you say, okay, I apply shea butter to my hair, shea butter should come after a leave-in conditioner. Your shea butter or your butter cream is meant to help lock in moisture and keep your hair moisturized for a longer period of time. And this is the fifth product. Yes, you need a sealant. Your sealant can be a butter or a butter cream, depending on whatever brand you're using, okay? So that butter should come after a leave-in conditioner. Your leave-in is the moisturizer, your butter is the sealant, which will help keep your hair moisturized for a longer period of time. And then last but not least, this doesn't have anything to do with products, but instead, it has everything to do with how you handle your hair. When combing your hair, be gentle. Avoid excessive use of heat. You must not blow dry your hair every single time you wash it. Calm down now. And then the worst part is that even when you are blow drying your hair, you don't use a heat protectant. You will end up with heat damage. And remember, there's no product that can cure or treat heat damage. You need to cut it off, okay? So handle your hair with care. Avoid going to places where they don't know how to handle hair properly. Or better still, learn to do it better by yourself. Prevent breakage. This is the main thing. Prevent breakage. And you will see that your hair will start to flourish. And in case you're one of those people that maybe just feels like, okay, how will I even know if the hair is growing? It has been looking the same. Sis, don't worry. Take pictures. Pictures actually convinced me that my hair was growing. Now I don't even need the convincing again. At least I can see it. You understand? So take pictures. Pull your hair to wherever your hair is reaching. Take a picture and write down the date. And then be dedicated and consistent. Take good care of your hair for at least 3 to 6 months. The reason I'm saying 3 to 6 months is that if you're like me that has my hair growth rate, in 3 months you should have 1 inch of hair, in 6 months 2 inches. But then if you grow hair slightly faster, let's say you grow 0.5 inch a month, in 2 months 1 inch, in 4 months 2 inches, and in 6 months 3 inches. So tell me, you should be able to see the clear difference only if you stick to what I've told you and you handle your hair with care and you prevent breakage. So I hope you've learned something from this long rant, because don't come to me and tell me my hair is not growing. Your hair is growing, okay? Except you have a health condition. Then I will believe that your hair is not growing.